School tonight. It's girls Section 7 4A Quarterfinal basketball coming your way here on QCTV. Joe Rulin welcome you, and tonight it'll be a matchup as Anoka travels to take on Andover. Andover has picked up 2 wins on the regular season when they had played Anoka earlier this year, but a key player to keep an eye on for the Huskies, that'll be number 21, the sophomore Logan Miller. 6'4", a player who kind of commands that center spot, and she's also averaging 25 points, 15 rebounds a game. She already surpassed 1,000 points in her career just after 2 seasons, and that was against Osseo earlier this season. But she needs to be reckoned with, and a strong post player to watch for tonight for the Huskies. Meanwhile, as we turn the page, you get a look at a pure outside shooter in Drew Peterson. She's a senior, and this season she's already hit 42 3-point shots on the season, averaged 24 as her season high, but she comes in averaging 10 points a game. True leader, also leads the team with 52 steals this season, and you can bet Drew Peterson will be ready for this quarterfinal matchup here tonight from Andover High School. More action coming your way. The game, we're about ready to get the tip. Look forward to bringing it to you tonight here on this section quarterfinal matchup. Andover taking on Anoka in just a moment. Well, welcome to the Andover High School here tonight. It's the number 4 seed, the Andover Huskies, hosting the number 5 seed, the Anoka Tornadoes. The Tornadoes are led by head coach Nick Novak in his 19th season overall. Meanwhile, the Huskies head coach is Aubrey Grove, as she is getting ready, and the team ready to break the huddle. Aubrey Dre's her 2nd season here as the Huskies coach. Last year, of course, the Tornadoes, a tremendous season that went 20 and 7 on the season, and ended up in the state tournament and won Section 7 4A last season. They've lost some players, had some injuries. This year we'll get you more up to date on that. 7-19 for the Tornadoes. You get a look at the Huskies, 14-12 this season, averaging 68 points per game, led by sophomore center Logan Miller, 6'4", averaging 25 points a game and 15 rebounds. Certainly someone to be reckoned with is that sophomore. Huskies getting ready, as are the Tornadoes, to tip it off here in this section quarterfinal here on QCTV. Thanks for joining us on Wednesday Night Lights. Controlling the tip, the Huskies moving it off to the wing. A dribble inside, kicks it out. Now inside again. They go right inside, kick it back out. Let's look for 3. Yes, connects. Getting it going early this time for the Huskies. Led there by number 25, Kenley Everts. First 3, and bounce pass inside, working it there, tying it up, kicking it back out to the perimeter. Shabichi had it there momentarily. Now she'll set the pick. Huskies working the man-to-man, matching up out on the wing and down low. A drive, misses the rim, trying to get the loose change and putting it back up. Tornadoes still control. A long 3 that ill-advised, and I'm not sure if they thought that was going to be a shot clock violation, but they say it was partially blocked on that shot attempt. Taken there by Drew Peterson. Peterson, the top outside perimeter shooter for the Tornadoes. And she's averaging 10 points per game and has 41 3-pointers made. It didn't look like it was deflected. And so they'll get it back here too. The Huskies, 3-0 lead. Shaw brings it up. A drive here to the lane. Good drive. High. Kiss off the glass. Front of the rim. No good. And the rebound is brought down here by the Tornadoes. Working it up around the perimeter. A look for three. Peterson launches one here. That's just off the mark. Talking to the head coach and Nick Novak, he said, tonight we need to be confident with our outside shooting. That's going to be critical. And we also need to keep the Huskies off the boards and no second chances. Man-to-man D as well for the Tornadoes against the Huskies. From outside, a beautiful-looking three. Pure, nothing but net on that. Working back up and inside, 6-0 lead early here. Bovey with that last three for the Huskies. Deflected, out of bounds. This is going to go back to Andover. So a tough start here for the 7-19. 7-19 Tornadoes. Ava Shaw will bring it up against the pressure there of Shabiki. Shabichi there. Drive to the lane, kicked off. Last minute, Shaw has it, puts it up. Partially Brock gets another one. 2 for 1, gets it. Gets the rebound, her own offensive rebound, and knocks down two. Shaw with two, and it's an early 8-0 lead for the Huskies. They try to get it in the post. That's swatted away. Trying to regain Lackinen. That time moved off and cannot connect. Trying to convert this, and a travel called here that time as Shaw took that extra step. She was going to try to get it down low to Miller, but then they quickly doubled up on Miller, and that's where she dragged the foot, did Shaw. First turnover of the game for the Huskies. Bringing it up is Viney. Viney, bounce pass in, challenged right there. Good job moving it down low. Continues, shot inside, getting that high hop and right next to the rim. A nice close that time by Leighton Turner, her first two of the game, and the first two for the Tornadoes. Bobby brings this up. That's it in. Kicks it across court. Went through the hands that time of Evers. And it's picked up. And now quickly trying to convert. Turner had it. Now she rings it to the far side. This a three-point attempt off the glass. Get out of here. That's good from trifecta land. And a nice-looking bank shot. Shabichi collects her first three of the night. She's averaging just 4 a game. Shaw takes it down. And now a handoff inside. Runner. Nice completion there. Good close put up by Olivia Holmberg. Holmberg has her first two of the night. Huskies back up here by 5 points. Hard drive to the lane coming over. May have gotten a partial block on that for Logan Miller. Good strong drive to the hoop though that time by Viney. Just unable to complete. Bobby gets it, look now inside. Working it around. Evers gets another look at three. Hard off the back of the rim. Right back up. Good play. That time by Shaw as she continued with that offensive rebound to give the Huskies an extended possession. She's got a couple of offensive rebounds already in this first half. And Ava Shaw at the free throw line. Good play. You could see it there on the replay. So scheduled to start tonight for the Huskies was Mila Evers, but she's been kind of bothered by an injury, so Kinley Evers gets out there and she crushes a three, as does Bobby. Unable to convert it to free throw, there was Shaw. Pressure, Peterson gets a bounce pass, but leads Lackinen a little too far. Turtle from behind, stripping it, getting it back. Now a foul is going to go to Bobby. A little scramble for that ball. Bobby's first and the Huskies' first team foul. Open there is Peterson looking for the ball back. She wants to unload a three. She hits in just the side of the backboard that time. She's got a quick release on that three. averaging 10 a game for the Tornadoes. Just couldn't accomplish it there. Hard drive, this to the lane. Block. Lackinen with that block. Back the other way. Trying to beat Shaw down the court. Shaw, good hustle, good D. Stopping, popping. Peterson on the drive, off the glass. That's good for 2. Nice, beautiful runner that time by Peterson. Her first 2 of the game. Back to within 3, the Tornadoes, the number 5 seed. Working in, Holmgren, a good, hard drive, even among contact, and Olivia connects with those 2. They gave that to Shaw, my bad. A 3-point attempt here. Collected, offensive rebound, Lackinen. She tries to put it off, good play. Trapped in that corner, so she just put it off the leg of the defender in Evers. Inbound, Lackinen working again our outside perimeter. Looking for 3. Yes! Connecting with 3. Just in off the bench. Crushing to 3 is Tanya. Back now to just a 2-point lead. They try to get it in. And what the Tornadoes are doing are collapsing down low on Logan Miller. Probably have to try some different passes inside. There's a foul before the block. The foul's, I think, going to go on number 13, Karen.
Huskies fouls on number 13, Caitlin Karen, her first, second team foul at the line for the Tornadoes shooting.
Chance now for the Tornadoes to tie this up with 12 to play. First free throw up and good. Turner will get the second and a chance to tie. Good looking stroke on that free throw line. And we're knotted at a dozen each. Coach Nick Novak getting what he had needed, some good shooting and some good play here to start. Karen picks up her dribble, throws a long pass that's going to be over and back on Evers. That time the pass from Karen just a little too far behind Evers that time and could not collect it. Was whistled for that over and back. So another turnover for the Huskies. 12-12 tie, a chance here for Anoka to get their first lead of this quarterfinal matchup. Ways through. Sabici, that time a couple of unforced errors this time for both offenses consecutively, so with 11:35 to play. Coming back in is Olivia Holmberg for the Huskies. Now they get it inside. Trying to kick it right back out. Double teamed. Moves to the lane. Kick back. Karen for a 3 this time, in and out. Rebound controlled by Peterson. Peterson kicks it, gets it back on the corner. 3-ball, corner pocket, too long. Huskies on the transition. Holmgren now to the corner. Hard drive. Karen drives in and out. Gets a rebound connected here for the Huskies. Evers got to the ball, but now they need to rotate it. Good drive to the lane. Lifts it off the glass. A rebound, picking up and getting it. There's Miller. There's a case, kind of a prototype. She gets the offensive rebound and puts it in. Logan Miller connects on her first 2 here this evening, averaging 25 a game. Hard drive to the lane. It deflects to the corner. This pass, good. Peterson connects on her first 3. She's got 5 here in this first half. And Anoka has a 1-point lead at 15-14. Trap now set up, coming at, there's a steal. Taken away there by the Tornadoes. Shabici, little spin move, has the lane, drives all the way and draws the foul. Had a little spin cycle move that time that got her some spacing, and the lane was wide open for Shabici. Karn, meanwhile, picks up her second foul. Shaw getting ready to check back in. That's the third team foul on the Huskies. Shaw will come in. Karen will take a seat. Peterson takes a quick break, as does Lackinen. Couple of nice free throws. Timeout whistled by Andover. A 3-point lead now for Anoka after the 2 free throws by Shabichi. She's averaging 4 a game, is Shabichi. And already, if you find out with a good look here as what we're looking at for the brackets. Hey, coming up, some of these games here in Section 4A, it's Coon Rapids and Irondale going at it. Number 6 seed versus number 3, Duluth East and Centennial. Centennial, the number 2 seed. The Anoka and Andover winner will take on the winner of the Cambridge-Isanti Forest Lake matchup. That will be played on Saturday, I believe, that time for the winner of this game. And the winner of that Cambridge-Isanti Forest Lake, the number 1 seed, will be at 3:30. We're back in. Shawwell brings it up. A little distant formation, trying to set a pick behind and free up inside off a good play to get that ball to Logan Miller. Pass from the wing. Ran a couple of runoffs that time to open up that alley for Miller. She's got 4. Drives to the lane, strip, rebound. Loose ball to Shaw. Shaw ahead. She runs the floor so well, does Miller, and a dime by Ava Shaw, and a point by Miller. She has 6 here. And the Huskies have regained a 1-point lead in a matter of seconds. Good timeout. Taking that time by the Huskies. Anytime you can come out of that timeout and convert a couple of buckets, it's quality. To the corner. Anoka continuing to work. Clay is now in. Clay tries to get the ball back from Shaw. Shaw needs a hand because she picked up the dribble, and Holmgren will come back. Holmberg will pick it up. Out to the wing. Again, they try to get that same formation. This time Shaw underneath, a little too hard off the glass. It was a great setup as they went back out to the wing on the pass to get different access points into Logan Miller. Logan Miller then got the pass to Shaw, but Shaw just a little too hard with that closer under the bucket. 9 left. 9 minutes even. First half, a 1-point lead for the Huskies, the number 4 seed with a record of 14-12. Almost a steal. Now that's official. It is a steal. Holmgren picks up the loose ball. And she'll bring it up against pressure by Peterson. Left-hand dribble, drives just to the lane, flying a little out of control. Maybe a little nudge that time by Peterson. She misses, and now taking it all the way back in, converting for the 2 with little contest. Good close that time by Turner. Turner has 6. And with that shot and make, Anoka reclaims a 1-point lead. Good spin move. Miller gets around the defense, tight walks along that baseline, and puts it off the glass for 2 more. 8 now already for Miller. And a 1-point lead back again here. Launching from downtown, Miller. Oh my gosh, a 3-pointer from a different area code. Drew Peterson hits her second trifecta. Back up top, Miller thinks about it. Now she gets it inside. Nice little left-handed move offensively for Evers. That's Kenley Evers, but could not convert. Didn't get enough on it. Right now, you're seeing Anoka starting to heat up from that outside. Lackinen has it, works it back now to Drew Peterson. Strip there on a pass from behind. Peterson trying to get it back. A tie-up on the knees and finally back again. Miller has it. Logan stops, pops. It's back to Evers for a look for 3. Front of the rim. Can't control. Good offensive rebound. But the up no good. Miller comes in, tries to get it back, and a little clutch from behind. I thought the Huskies probably got away with a foul on Isabel Grant that time. As Looked like she hit the Tornado player on the head as she went to the ground. That was a Viney. So, Huskies inbound here, down by 2, 7 to play. First half. Thanks for joining us tonight on QCTV. Bobby, one too many dribbles, and it's stripped and then almost tossed right back and given back to the Tornadoes. Finally, they set up their offense. Lackinen to the near wing. The drive tries to stop Peterson on a nice bounce pass down low. 3-ball corner pocket, in and out, but a good offensive board by Viney. Extends it. Shabichi takes a shot at 3. Short. And the Huskies control it. The offensive board, that's Shaw. Defensive board. 4 rebounds early here for Shaw. Bobby up top, now from the wing. Entry pass inside to Miller. She kicks it out to Shaw. Shaw, a couple of dribbles, drives to the lane. Reverses, gets a pass inside and cannot. That's Miller who missed that little bunny. Hustling back to get the ball. Evers will get a look for 3, misses everything. Viney gets the board. Rushes it up course. Peterson, she's in the area code and she drains it. Peterson, that's all she needs to be, is in the gym. And she has hit her third 3 here in the first half and extended the lead now to 5 for Anoka. Timeout? No, they're going to call a turnover. Turnover. Ball will go back to Anoka. Some good trapping here. And keep in mind that the Huskies defeated Anoka twice here in the regular season. This is the third meeting. Shabicha there drops it for Peterson. You just got to get it in her hand. Why? Because the school is open, and obviously so was the bank. Another trifecta 3 here in the first half. Trying to answer. The Huskies and that long 3 by Holmberg. No good on the run. Peterson, little heat check on this 3. She's got that one. Oh my, someone's on fire. 5 3-pointers for Drew Peterson in the first half, and she has lit up the Anoka Tornadoes and has the Huskies spinning right now, trailing by 11, 31-20. And I'll tell you, that might have been maybe a heat check, but it looked like a pretty good technique-wise, a good look on the 3. And Peterson coming in had 41 made 3-pointers on the season. But already she has 5 here in the first half. And the Tornadoes are off to a 31-20 lead with 5:05 to play in the first half here. Huskies came in, ending the regular season with a 6-game win streak. Meanwhile, for these Tornadoes, they had dropped their last 7 of the season. In fact, their last win was back, and that whole last 7 started back on January 29th. Now, keep in mind, one big player last year has graduated. That's Miss Frecky. She's playing at St. Thomas University. I think she's playing softball. But they also have had a couple of injuries on the season. One includes to Abby Holmgrimson, and another consists of Deborah Ianni. Ianni will be playing basketball next year at Southeast Missouri State, and she has an injured leg, so she is out for the season. Under 5, the Huskies come out of their timeout. Tornadoes playing, looks like almost a matchup zone. Good rebound by Shaw. She has 3 offensive rebounds already here in the first half. Moving it, rotating it, Evers. Bobby that time rather hits the 3. Her second of the 3. Good ball rotation to get that moving. And so Bobby helps out and cuts into that deficit at 31-23. Down right now on an injury is Viney. She's holding her ankle. I did not see what transpired. 4:25 to play as they check on her. Lisa, also the trainer here tonight. Lisa Jensen checking on her as well, as long as head coach Nick Novak. Coming into today and talking with Coach Novak, he said, we have got to shoot that ball confidently. You can see maybe what transpired here on the backside. And oh, yeah, just a little twist. We hope that's all it is of the ankle to Viney. Peterson now will inbound. A little give and go. They get it back to Peterson. She tries to put the shot up, but they're going to call a jump ball. Nice defensive play. A jump ball called, and it'll be possession arrow. Goes the way here for the Huskies. Quickly up court. The Huskies trying to convert, deflect, steal by Peterson. Peterson looks at this. No one picks her up. She takes it coast to coast, a little out of control. But coming in for the rebound, another offensive board, but unable to cash in. That time was Tanya. Back the other way. We are going to get the ball going back on this transition. Back to the Huskies, just under 4 to play. Kenley Evers now in, 6'3", sophomore. She'll be in and give Logan Miller a break. 8-point lead for the Tornadoes. They just can't get the ball in Peterson's hands enough. Oh, that one just short off the mark. He was shooting that one almost from the Huskies bench. Little heat check that time. Good move inside. They cannot get it to crawl. Evers comes back in, gets the follow-up. The offensive board from her initial shot, and 2 more for Evers. Back to within 6, rotating the ball around the perimeter. A look for a 3 attempt there by the Tornadoes, just short. Pass into Evers. Evers gets clipped that time, or hacked on the arm. I believe it's going to go to number 2. And Clay. Just the second team foul here in the first half for the Tornadoes. Not many fouls called. 3 have been called on Andover. Huskies will inbound. Holmberg. A look there. From the perimeter, Shaw will drive. She tried to dish it inside to Evers, but before or as she was doing that, there was another foul whistled, and it'll go on to Tornadoes. Shabichi picks up that foul, her second. Huskies now inbound. Holmberg gets it in. It was deflected on the access and way in. Good hustle by the Tornadoes, not giving the Huskies much space when they do get the ball. Finally launching this 3. Karen off the rim and cannot convert. On the rebound, it went off of the Tornadoes and awarded back to the Huskies on this possession. 2:45 left. Holmberg gets the inbound pass, drives to the lane, kicks it out to Evers for 3. She gets another 3. Kenley Evers, her second 3 of the game. 8 here in the first half for Kenley. Double dribble is the call that time on Tana. And they'll give it back to the Huskies, who are now back to within 3 at 1 point, an 11-point deficit here in this first half. They can tie it up. There's Bobby. He's got a couple of 3s already here tonight. He wants to drive this baseline wide open, far side and the backside. A shot was taken by Evers, but then a foul committed by Anoka. That'll put Evers at the free throw line. Open all the way back here on the weak side, certainly waving her hands for that ball, was Olivia Holmberg. Evers converts on that free throw. Looking, if she makes this, she'll be the first Husky player tonight in double digits. Kenley came in averaging 7 points a game. Her season high was 17 versus Anoka just last week when these two teams played. She gets both. She now has 10, and the Huskies are back to within 1 with 2 minutes to play in this first half. Thanks for joining us on some good girls high school basketball. Turnover on the tip. Bobby has it. She'll set it up, get it inside to Evers. Evers fakes, now kicks it out to the corner. Off the glass, and missing that 3 attempt was Grant. Peterson dishes it off, drive to the lane, little Euro step or a slip step. Stripped off, and it goes off of the Anoka defender that time, and Turner. Now will be thrown back in here by the Huskies. Good to see back in is Viney. Jemiah Viney here, the guard who went off with that ankle injury for Anoka. 1:25 left first half, trying to get that steal or at least disrupt a nice defensive play by Tana. She deflected it out, and then the official was still standing in bounds, and it went off of him. I think they kind of gave up thinking it was out of bounds. It was still a live ball eventually. Huskies will inbound it here near midcourt. 18 on the shot clock. Holmberg to the wing to Evers. She's closely guarded. Steal attempt, missing too much. That was Peterson to the lane. And drawing the foul is Holmberg. So over the course of the last 2 minutes, you start to see a collection of fouls accumulated by Anoka. This will be their 5th team foul. Moments ago, they just had 1. But driving it to the lane and drawing that foul and getting the free throw. We're tied at 31. Anoka had the lead 31-20. And the Huskies reclaimed the lead, this time by 1 point, 32-31 with 1:07 to lead. Key clutch free throws there by Holmberg. Peterson, 5 3-pointers here in the first half. To the baseline. A drive to the lane. Nicely done. Kissing that off the glass is Megan Anderson, averaging 2 a game. A nice drive to the lane. Takes that to the bank. 1 point lead back to Anoka. Good defense here. Shaw was struggling to try to find and open out that time, and she got bracketed as soon as she got across that midcourt line. Used the sideline in that midcourt line as some helpers when you're trying to trap. Good defense that time. Kind of got in a little too tight on Shaw. She dribbled it off her leg. And this will give Anoka a chance for the last shot of the half. They have reclaimed the lead now by 1, 33-32. Pass inside, no. Good defensive play by Evers to front that. Bobby hustles back down. Miller's going to try to go high-low to Evers. Evers back out wide to Bobby, in and out, rolls out. Shaw with the offensive board. She has 4 offensive rebounds here in the first half. That one stripped. 2 seconds left. 1. Peterson off the glass. Of course, you had to know that was coming. 6. She's got the 6-pack already here in the first half as Drew Peterson. You can't teach clutch. And she hit that 3-pointer with no time left on the clock here to end the first half. Her 6th 3 of the game. She's got 20 points in the first half, and that will give Anoka a 36-32 lead at the end of this half. Tough to top that first half of action. But we're going to step aside, show you a little bit more of the community in Anoka County here on QCTV, then return for more basketball.
season's been pretty good. I'd say the first couple of games you could tell we were a little rusty from not playing games with each other for a while, but I'd say now we've kind of figured it out and on the right track.
Yeah, I definitely say we're on the right track. I think we can expand so much more, and I think we have so much ahead of us and so much potential, but I definitely think we're on the right track.
We do take it one game at a time, but we also know the beginning of the season we had like a couple of tough section games like to start off with, and we ended up not getting those ones. But now that we've got a couple wins under our belt, I feel like we have a lot more confidence in ourselves, like, and just everyone as players.
I agree. I think the momentum has really like boosted our confidence a little bit, and these past few games we've really been working together. So I think that kind of helped the win because, like she said, the first two section games that we had, those were kind of tough losses for us.
We've really tried this season to do as much as we can, more than we have any other season, I'd say.
Yeah.
So we're really just hoping that's going to translate more and more.
Yeah, I'd say we've grown a lot as a team and like got to know each other, and I think that's helped like be able to help each other on the court and just really feel comfortable with each other.
I think Anoka's always a good one. We already played them, but they're always just, I feel like, one of the rivals for the A-Town.
Yeah, that one's always a fun game. I guess I know we played Providence this year. That'll just be a fun one to go play against them and see what we can do. I'd say mostly Anoka for me.
I don't know. I think Anoka we were all really looking forward to that one. It was fun. It was fun to beat them. So I'm definitely looking forward to hopefully beat them again.
Yeah.
But it's a fun game. It's a good group of girls there. But out of conference, I'd say I think everybody's looking forward to Providence. It's gonna be other girls.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a tough game. I think SM too. Like I personally enjoy playing the like really hard teams because I think it just helps our growth. And I don't know, just coming into a game that you know is going to be really, really hard and is definitely like something you've never really played with before. It's just fun to see what it's going to be like. Just be able to play our game and hopefully get us ready for state.
Kind of our whole team goal right now is to make it to state, but we've also like put that into like a smaller goal, like taking it game by game, like knowing that no matter what game we have next, like it's preparing us for those section games. So that's something I feel like we've all kind of agreed on.
Yeah, definitely the state is a big goal for us, and then also to get there, I feel like we also have to have a bunch of smaller goals too. So working hard in practice, trying to play together, build the chemistry. I feel like those are little goals that can help us achieve the big goal of going to state.
I'd say, I don't really have any personal, I'd say my main focus is like the team and like all of us going to state, and I think that's a goal between everyone on JV and varsity, and I think you can really tell that we've been trying to work hard for that.
I mean, we went to state our freshman year. I think we've been working to get back there. It's really fun. So that's definitely my team goal too. Is I want to get sections. I want to win sections, and then obviously I think it'd be really, really fun to win the first round of state.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
When people think about Andover basketball, I want them to think that we're like really nice. We just have like a bunch of friends on the team, and it's just a fun little group that we like to work together.
Yeah, I really want people to like think of us as a family, like oh, Andover girls, like we don't want to play them. Like that's what I want people to think. I want people to be like, that's gonna be a tough game. Like they have a really good group of girls, and I don't know. I think it's really fun when people are like, when you hear like talk or anything like that, and people are like, oh, Andover. Like I think it's just like exhilarating to hear as a team.
I would say the dynamic of our season has been pretty good so far. Our team is bonding on new levels. We faced a lot of adversity this year. We're down 2 of our 5 starters. So we've come together a lot and we've grown a lot as a team. So I'd say that brought us really close.
It's like a really new dynamic, bringing in a lot of new kids from the freshman team and having them play up as sophomores. So it's just a new group of girls, and we're all just learning how to work with each other on and off the court. So I feel like it's a lot of new people, but we're all getting to know each other, and it's a lot of good smiles.
The 3 is
I just hope to really show everyone our true and our full potential, make it as far as we can just for our last year together.
Yeah, well, last year I really had a lot of experience. I had some 4-year starters, 3-year starters. We lost a lot of that experience, and we have a new group of girls who this is their first time playing varsity basketball, along with some of my experienced players. Unfortunately, had 2 of my experienced players go down with season-ending injuries. So there's a new team to finding a new identity to kind of work together and find a way to win some games here.
Do a lot of team meetings like varsity. We like to go into the weight room and just really talk about the game and how we're really gonna play the team that we're playing that day. And some personal things that I like to do with my teammate who's out right now, Deborah. We usually come over here before games and do a prayer. But since she's been out, I've been just doing it by myself, in memory of her. So those are some pretty good things that we as a team and I personally like to do.
Fighting with the board on the break the other way.
I would say my favorite part of Anoka Girls Basketball is our youth program. I know it's always touched me personally, having that experience to be with the younger girls. I think it makes basketball very special for me, so that's my favorite part of the program. Honestly, my favorite part has been the team. Each year, it's always felt like a family. From my sophomore year, I kind of got brought in. All the way until now, it's just felt like a family, and that's my favorite part, I'd say. As a team, we don't have many rituals, but my ritual is I tend to share food with Coach Chuck and Novak. That's my tradition this year.
Okay, first things first. What's the number one look right here?
Honestly, just Novak just coming in always with his wacky outfits, just making it just a fun day to just see him. And then just seeing how everybody is always just so close together. It's like family, it's like home. So just always being able to see the same people that we can lean on, through ups and downs during basketball season.
3 or 4 times. Off a simple back door.
Yeah, this is my 7th year here in Anoka. Just having a great group of girls every year. These girls are so enjoyable to be around. Hard workers, just kind of building that team culture and keeping that going each every year, building it every year. It's just a really great group of girls. I love them. It's not how you start the season, it's how you end the season.
Hi there, my name is Greg Stumpf. I'm the president of the Andover Lions in Andover, Minnesota. Did you know the Andover Lions have been helping out in the community for more than 50 years? We're a non-profit organization that's been around since 1974, always looking for ways to make Andover a better place. We love working together with others. We're always looking for new members to join us. If you're 18 or older and have some time and fresh ideas, we'd love for you to volunteer with us. It's all about making a difference together. Our biggest fundraiser is the Andover Fun Fest, where we serve beer and bring the community together for a great time. Every dollar we raise goes right back to the community here in Andover. Come join the Andover Lions and help keep our community shining bright.
Well, we may be in late February where it's cold outside, but in the world of Drew Peterson, it is sunny, it is late July, and it's in the 90s, because you know what? She is hot. I'm telling you, she is burning it up. 6 3-pointers, including 1 to close that first half. And Drew Peterson, with those 6 3-pointers and an additional 2, has 20 points in the first half, and has lifted the Tornadoes to a 36-32 lead over Andover, the number 4 seed in the section quarterfinal here on QCTV. The Huskies defeated Anoka twice this season, once by a 70-35 win in December, and then just last week they picked up another win, 79-47 versus Anoka. So who can tell what's going to transpire? We've got a second half of the unknown as the 7-19 Anoka Tornadoes try to start stacking some wins as they've in the midst of a 7-game losing streak as a season end. It doesn't look like that right here. And then a move, good move, opens up the door and goes underneath on a little pivot move, converted that time by 21 Leighton Turner. She had 6 in the first half. Now she has 8 in the game. And good quality possession on the first one there by the Tornadoes. Now up 38-32. They come up high and protect. Now get it inside, a little bunny there. Evers to Miller. Miller with 8 in the first half. She now has 10 in the game with that one. Good rotation. Both teams with a good game plan coming in to start. Peterson does not stop. Oh my, 7 trifectas, 23 points, and a steal in the corner. They're going to call a jump ball, and that will be the possession of Andover. Peterson, I don't think she's had a night like this, although she's been great from three-point range her whole career at Anoka. She had 41 three-point makes coming into tonight. She has 7 already. 7-point lead. Good trapping, but leaving Holmgren all alone for the 3 that time. Holmberg unable to convert. Bobey gets a look at an open 3. She cannot. Good offensive board by Shaw. She's got 5 offensive boards, and they try to get it right back in. A little too much of a force. Lackinen was actually the force inside to get the steal. Taking this one all the way in, deflected, and if she would have let it go out of bounds, it would have been Anoka's ball, but just natural hustle that time by Shabichi. Her drive to the lane was blocked by Andover, and it was going to go out of bounds, but she thought she tried to make a save, and the ball goes back here to the Huskies. They get it right inside to Miller. Miller tangled up, but they're going to call her for the travel. They are, resisting. They are really challenging. They're trying to get to the perimeter to kind of challenge that inbound pass to Miller, so it's now an easy task. And so far, they've been doing a good job. When they did, then they put on a double team and a bracket, trying to force Miller to release that ball or turn it over, which she just did. 16 and change left here, second half. Inside, nope, will not convert there. (36-31) lead for Anoka at the half. Or rather 36-32. Huskies really getting trapped and then taking this all around the perimeter. Inside, the shot missed. A follow-up happening here. Picked it back off, and right now this Anoka team has come ready to play. Near side. Kicks it right back inside. Now Lackinen to the wing. Peterson gets it back. Kicks it down low. Fakes the jump shot inside. Kicks it back. And this is a 3 hard off the board. The rebound goes to Shaw. Shaw will try to cash this in for some points. It's stripped at the last minute by Peterson, but it'll go back to Andover. Turner had a couple of good looks that time for Anoka. That turned away. Inbound. Holmberg drives the baseline. Reverses around the perimeter. Now they get it in to Miller. Then she's double teamed. Kicks it back. It's going to be over and back. So anytime she gets that ball, if it's near the baseline, you're seeing the Tornadoes just bring an immediate trap. Bracketed her and forcing that ball either out of her hand or into a turnover. That time it was both, and this time another turnover as Peterson fired this ball. Intended that time for Turner, but neither could connect. The good news for the Huskies is they did not lose any time off the clock. They get the ball back, and Bobey now inbounds to Shaw. Shaw will bring it up. Guarded closely there by the Tornadoes. Into Evers. Evers bracketed there. A step back for 3. Bobey, yes, her third 3 of the game. She's got 9, a much needed bucket there for the Huskies. And Bobby with a timely trifecta. Inside, Peterson, high off the glass, coming in, Lackinen for the rebound, tries to pull it up. It goes off the leg of Miller. And the ball awarded back to the Tornadoes. Lackinen gets that loose ball. A little face protection, one of those other injuries. Coach Nick was talking about for the game. They get it inside. Kicks it back out. Left all alone for 3, front of the rim. Is off the mark on that 3 attempt by Turner. Back to within 4 now. Here comes Bobby driving down near the baseline. Gets to the lane, kicks it back out to Miller. Miller has 10. Bobby drives the lane, closely guarded by Peterson. Left open for a 3. The Huskies, no good. Rebound goes up. Evers in and gets the and one. Boy, not exactly your textbook end one. She just kind of launched it up there, did Evers. And a chance now to get back within 1. Evers now with 12 in the game. And that's Kendley Evers. And she gets it. Nice touch. The end one. Back now to within a point. The Huskies as Bobby trying to guard Peterson as she crosses midcourt. A baseline drive, kicks it to the wing to Lackinen. Inside now, a quick spin coming over to help out Evers. Nice defensive play. Hustled over to strip it, but then she gives it right back. And then off of Anoka and back at it again. Both teams exchanging the ball before it got to midcourt line. 13:43 left here, first half. This is the quarterfinals of the section 7-4A. Play here, the Huskies, the number 4 seed. Anoka, the 5 seed. The winner will play on Saturday. More than likely, it'll be Forest Lake. Quick trap. Bobby gets a look for 3. Off the back of the rim. Continue to tying it up. This tie-up will go to Anoka. So at least now they're getting it to the wings who can put some of those shots up. Bobby has hit 1 here in the second half. She just missed one that could have given the Huskies the lead quickly up court, and they're going to call carrying the ball on Viney. Heading down court with some major velo that time was Viney. Officials thought she had carried that ball and whistled there on the turnover. Shaw gets the ball on the entry pass in. Guard it there, finally drives and shuffles that ball to Miller. Tie up as she and Lackinen are tied up. The ball will go to Andover. Nice defensive play by Lackinen. Nice little pass, a shuffle pass that time by Shaw. Inbound again to Miller. Double team now. Shaw cuts down, gets the pass, and Shaw converts for 2. She's got 8. I stand corrected, 6. Huskies take the lead. They make an adjustment off the back of the iron this time by Peterson. She'll get another look. Nope. Didn't get the look that time. Good job by Bobby to get back there defensively. Lackinen, underhand inside, trying to get it inside, but stolen on the pass. Good job to close the gap that time on the pass attempt to Tanya. Miller from outside 3, gets it to Bobby. Bobby inside, Holmberg cross the court. They're going to call a foul here on Tana. It's her second team foul for Anoka. Shaw will get a break, but the Huskies now have done a good job of making an adjustment. When they come over to run that trap underneath on Miller, they have a cutter coming in the backside. Last time it was Shaw, and she made them pay. took the 2 and then also gave the Huskies the lead where they're at now, 42-41 down low. Evers has it, but she'll draw the foul and go to the line, and Evers, I don't want to curse her, has been, I believe, perfect from the free throw line here tonight. Third team foul on Tana. She's a senior, is Jayla. Evers gets it. Nice little members roll on that free throw. 12 minutes, 16 seconds left. Lackinen comes back in for Anoka. Evers now converts and has 15. She's been clutch tonight here for the Huskies. That's a 3-point lead at 44-41. Working up along that far side, the baseline and the throwaway. Trying to make the save. As she did, she stepped on. The line there. Good hustle by Leighton Turner, the senior. Peterson tonight, and the timeout is whistled. The one thing you look at is, we haven't mentioned it yet, but she, earlier we did, but she also leads the team with 52 steals on the season. She's had a couple tonight. Season high for Drew Peterson. This season has been 24 against Crosby. You get a look there as the head coach for Andover, and Aubrey Draves giving instruction in her second season, getting her team together and trying to make some of those adjustments. Peterson, I mentioned tonight, 7 3-pointers, and she has 23 points currently. But this Anoka team at 7-19, kind of misleading. They played a tough Crosby Ironton team close. In fact, they lost by just 5 to that Crosby Ironton team, and they are currently the number 1 seed in Section 7, Class 2A, but the only other team ahead of them in Class 2A is Providence Academy. Coming out of the timeout, Bobey gets a look, fresh legs, puts the 3 up, and they're going to call a foul here on Evers for pushing. The sophomore picks up her first foul. She's 6'3". Then you got Miller at 6'4", out tonight, who was projected to be one of the starters. Evers' sister Mila, a senior, at 6'2". Viney brings it up across the midcourt over the logo. Now far side. Got a little stutter step, starts, now tries to get back, but she stepped on the baseline. So an empty possession that time for Anoka. Shaw will come back in, and she's going to give Bobey a break. Bobey has 3 trifectas here tonight. Total for her of 9. She'll take a bench. Take a towel, regroup, trying to get it inside. Now Miller comes out top, but the key looks to go high-low inside to Evers. That's taken away. Shaw takes one dribble, maybe too many, and takes it right into the middle of Anoka. Now we got a tie-up. Now it's picked up by Lackinen on the loose ball. Anoka had a chance. They had some numbers, but they didn't see it. At least the guard didn't at that point. From the wing, trying to work it down. Lackinen, hard drive, takes this up and called for the travel, yes. Little contact, but when she put that foot down, it was traveled, and the Huskies will get it back. A 3-point lead as Karin brings it up. Guarded closely. On a 3, Miller gets the board, falls down, and travels. I didn't think I had seen much contact as she went to the floor. Sometimes anticipatory contact. Some full court pressure. A little quicker speed here and called for carrying that ball. But the second time here in the second half. Viney there, the point guard. Try to get it inside. There's a quick double team. Shaw gets it up, cannot convert. Deflected. I think Shaw will go to the line as she draws a foul.
Tornadoes fouls at number 44, Angel Chivici, her third, fourth team foul at the line for the Huskies. Shooting 2 shots. Number 14, Ava Shaw.
Picking up that third foul is Shabichi. Shaw 0 for 3 from the line here tonight. But 6. As far as Shabichi will go to the bench, try to reserve those fouls, the senior guard. Shaw cannot get either, but getting the rebound inside is Miller, and then this time Miller draws the foul, and it's going to go on Peterson. That will be the 5th team foul for Anoka. Just her second, 10:20 to go. Miller, a pretty good free throw shooter from the charity stripe now. She has really had to earn every point here tonight. She's got 11. Had 8 at half. 10:23 to play, and the Huskies look to extend their lead to 5. They do. On the second free throw, good by Miller. 46-41. Lackinen takes a jab step in, then drops it to the corner. Back out to Lackinen, now Peterson. Peterson guarded by Karin. Now gets it down to the low post. Lackinen turns right into pressure. They kick it back out to Viney. Viney kicks it wide to the wing, trying to find Peterson if they can. Into the corner, turn, catch, release, no good. Does not hit the rim, and that'll be a shot clock violation. Even though Viney got to the ball, because it didn't make contact with the rim, there was about 2 seconds on the shot when Anoka released it. Inside, and then stripped. Missing was Miller, and another travel is called on Viney. That's her 3rd turnover here in the second half.
Into the game for the Tornadoes, number 10, Jayla Tana.
Tana back in. Jayla, the senior. We're going to give Viney a break. 9.5 to play. Driving baseline, almost out, then stolen. Now taken right back off the hands of Peterson. Battling for it here. Knocked off, and it goes back to Anoka. Miller's going to take a seat. Coming in for her will be Kendley Evers. Evers, the leading scorer for the Huskies here tonight with 15. Quick trying to move up. And a lot of contact as Peterson trying to move it up to her teammate. Across the way, leaving it all alone. Nice little mid-range jumper from the side, misses everything. Getting the rebound, back out again. That was Anderson. She's got 2, makes it into Lackinen. Lackinen gets low, tries to get some elbow separation. Peterson has this 3 wide open off the back. That time you saw one shot. That was one of the 3s from Peterson where she didn't quite have the trajectory. She was kind of a quick catch release and kept it kind of flat. Tana, who is just back in, just collected her 4th foul. And right now, Anoka has 6 team fouls here in the second half, while Andover has just 1. Evers fires one out. Saving the ball that time. But she just trapped in that corner. A timeout is called. Like the energy of Viney, but sometimes it may get her into trouble. That time just not controlling the ball or that body. And good to get to the ball. You got to like the hustle. But now they will inbound it back here. So the winner of this game here tonight will take on the winner of Forest Lake and Cambridge Isanti. You get a look at now head coach Nick Novak. I want to say it's his 7th season, perhaps. We talked before the game, giving some instruction to the team, talked about, hey, the talent last year. Of course, Maddie Frecking, an outstanding athlete. She had herself a tremendous year. Another key loss this year for Anoka has been to that of Deborah Ianni. She averages a double-double the last couple of years, an injured leg, and she'll be heading to Southwest Missouri State next year to play basketball. Talked to her a little bit before the game. Certainly miss her absence. Peter dribbling all around the court, finally sets it up. Back to Viney, trying to run a play to the wing. Cuts it inside. She had Lackinen there, but that pass just a little too late, but it was tipped that time by Shaw, they say. And so Anoka will remain with this possession. 15 seconds left. The pass was there early, but she had her back turned. That is the Anoka player. Can you try to get it inside again to Lackinen? Not much of a room inside to get it there, as Evers is doing a nice job defensively. Not much of a break for Miller, but you got to get those Twin Towers back out there, and they will. Lackinen now has it, rotates it to Viney. Viney tries to get Peterson. Peterson puts a 3 up and hits it. 8 is great for Peterson. 26 on the night, back to within just 2. Miller walks, and that pressure, just sometimes some pushing, a little nudging, but nonetheless they come over for some double team pressure, and that time kind of forced the travel the last couple of times. You can tell Miller maybe getting just a bit frustrated. She has 12. Nice play there, but no, they're going to say, no, they're going to give it back to Anoka. Not much room for error or margin for success on that inbounds pass. As Viney went to get it, she left the court and then put it off of the Huskies. Holmberg there, high up atop Peterson. Across the way. Layton here wants to bring it across the lane, and she stripped. Evers having an outstanding game defensively and offensively. She tries to post up down low against Lackinen. Kicks it back to the corner, driving here. Reverse layup is knocked out of play and blocked that time on the shot attempt by Holmberg. Holmberg used that baseline. Always been a big baseline open kind of a opportunity for some good back doors or some bunnies inside. Huskies are up by 2 now, 46-44, 7:38 remaining. In the second half, a winner advances to the semifinals of the Section 7 4A. Power move inside. Miller will not be denied this time. She got the mojo going. Couple of dribbles and stepped her way through the lane for 2 and an and 1. And if she hits this and 1, she can tie Evers for the team lead, as they would tie with 15 points. 48-44, that's big, and also this and 1 could give Huskies the 5-point lead. 7:29 left here, second half. She cannot. Lackinen picks up the rebound. Anderson has it, has a little venue, chips it down low, moving away from the hoop. Couldn't get her feet set that time, could Turner. And it's an air ball. Bobby. Top of the key, some contact. A 3 drains it. I think that touched some of the cumulus clouds, if they exist in Minnesota in February. And Holmberg drains the 3. Huskies up by 7. Turnover. Lackinen held on that ball too much. A spin, left-hand shot, no good. Miller's there for the putback up, cannot get the bounce. And it's going to be awarded back to Andover as Miller. A couple of attempts. Quickly coming right back in. No time to rest Peterson. She has 8 3-pointers here tonight. She has been keeping them tight and close to the Huskies. Inbound. Holmberg then drives, misses, short. Turner has it. Crossover dribble. Kicks it down. Puts it off the glass. No good. Too strong. Good steal, but could not convert it into points. 7-point lead, Andover. Drive to the lane. Wow, a little distance out, and with that left hand, probably an ill-advised shot that time by Holmberg. And Anoka has it back. They're looking for one person. And that would be Drew Peterson. Peterson has it, has an opening. She's going to take this one, drive the lane. Nice bounce pass down low to a teammate and converts. Good eyes. Converting that time was Leighton Turner. Turner's in double digits. She's got 10. Back to within 5, 51-46. Huskies throw it down low post, send it down line, baseline, and turnover. The pass from Miller to Evers. Kenley Evers was just a bit behind. She couldn't bring it in and roll its way out of play. Anoka will inbound. Peterson, they'll face some full court pressure here by Andover. Turner comes down, takes that pass and moves it all the way and then tries to put it through the foot of a Husky player. That might have been Miller. But a nice press break that time, as you're always waiting for that outlet, somebody from midcourt coming down, and your point guards are having trouble down low. So she got him out of it there, lacking it. Wheels that around. Peterson fakes her shot, now puts up a mid-ranger. Good! She's got 28. 28 and back to within 3. You got to feed her that ball every trip down. She has got it going on and hitting the zone tonight. This drive to the lane converts. Karen picks it up. Her first 2 of the night. And a foul whistled on Karn. As she tried to strip Shabichi that time. Shabichi will come out. Megan Anderson back in. She has 2, does the sophomore. 5 and change left here, second half, 5:06 to be specific. Works it to Lackinen to the wing. And wow, gosh. Just reached in and drawn the foul there was Evers. It's just the 3rd team foul for Anoka. Evers will take a seat, as will Bobby. I believe that was Bobby. Shaw's back out on the court, as is Holmberg. Drive to the lane, exploding 30 on the night. Explodes right down the lane. 53-50 lead for the Huskies. They get it inside. Now Miller tries to turn. She gets a bunny inside. Good cut from the baseline. Excellent cut from the baseline that time by Olivia Holmberg. Holmberg, I believe, with 9 on the night. But a good read. You got to come in. Miller has been double teamed. Turn around here, draws the foul. And that's going to go to number 3, Elizabeth Grant. That will be Andover's 4th team foul. Anoka already in the penalty as they have 7 team fouls. Getting 2 to shoot. This is Turner. Turner with 6 at half, now has 11 for the game. Unable to convert, 4-point lead, 55-51. Drive to the lane, and there was some sort of contact. Turner picks that foul up. Karin on the first half, in and out and back in again. Karin converts. And suddenly it got church quiet, and she hits the second. Clutch free throws. Peterson brings it up against Shaw. Peterson stops, hesitates, drives to the lane, now turns, spins, puts it up high off the glass. Not a shot within her characteristic usually, but she needs to hurry. They need to get back. 6-point lead. There's still plenty of time. Anoka does not need to launch up ill-advised shots here just yet. Give it back into the corner. Anderson fakes the shot, drives to the lane, has it stripped. No, it's going to say it went off of her hand unforced. And that ball goes back to Andover. Evers comes back in. That's Kenley Evers. Sophomore. Peterson's going to take a very quick break here. 3:43 left as Drew Peterson on the bench. She has 30 points. Looking to stop, bring it back inside now. Cut down low, trying to hit the cutter there and unable to convert. Stealing the ball away that time from Evers was Viney. Kicks to the corner, inside. Anderson cuts and makes a nice move. A good pass, nice dime from the baseline and from the corner that time. From Turner to Anderson, back to within 4. A runner from the lane. A little too quick that time, maybe on the shot. It was in the lane. 4-point lead. Holmberg could not convert. Peterson's going to come right back in here. But a timeout has been taken. I think that was taken by Anoka, head coach Nick Novak. This game was 36-32 at half. Anoka had the lead. Just as Peterson knocked down another 3 as time expired. On the night, she has 8 3-pointers, a couple of deuces, and she's got 30. And her Anoka team trails by 4 against this Andover Husky team. Again, these two teams met about a week ago. It'll be a week ago last Thursday. And Andover took home a 79-47 win. They led that game 42-20 at half. This doesn't look anything like that game. For one thing, it was Anoka who led at half here. Then they met earlier this season. And in that matchup, Andover took home a 70-35 win versus Anoka. That was on December 9th. In that game, Logan Miller had a double-double. That's pretty general for her. It's rare if you don't see her get a double-double every game out. She's averaging 25 points, 15 rebounds. Tonight, she has 14 points. And I can assure you in double digits for rebounds. Andover will inbound. 3:03 remaining. They have a 4-point lead. Olivia Holmberg looking to inbound. Gets it to one of those twin towers. Everson, and it's stolen. Viney has it. Viney tries to bring it in and converts it on the layup amongst the trees. Back to within 2. Good steal that time by Viney. And she took it the distance. Making the pass, driving to the lane. Karin, a little hard off the glass. Miller tries to get the rebound, and she does. So strong with those hands and the second effort. And those were some of the things Coach Nick Novak said. We have got to limit the amount of second attempts on shots that we give to this Andover team. She's got 16 on the night, and this just in. No, it stays at 16, but Evers gets inside, gets the offensive rebound, and puts it high off the glass for 2 more. She's got 17. Miller has 16, and the Huskies have a 6-point lead. 61-55, 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. go to Peterson. Peterson kicks it to the wing. A high launching three long that time by the Tornadoes. Peterson just tries to tie it up. She gets the tie up, and the ball will go back to Anoka. I don't care if Peterson is in the hallway. Get her the ball and let her shoot. 30 points tonight, 8 3-pointers. She gets it back in the corner. Left all alone and hits her 9-3. Oh, back to within 3, 61-58. What a display of shooting tonight by Drew Peterson. 9 3-pointers, 33 points. Huskies on offense. Karin has it stripped by Peterson, and they're going to call Karin for that charge. Standing down below that time was Anderson, who absorbed that charge, and that's going to be foul number 6. Team foul number, I guess it is 5. Okay, team foul 5 on Andover. Anderson has it here. They're trying to bring it up, gets it to Peterson. If I'm Anoka, I'm allowing anyone to have the ball but Peterson. Cuts it down low and throwing this one up and out of control, lacking in that time. Rebound to Miller. It's knocked loose out of her hands, and a foul now called on Peterson. 1:27 left, 3-point lead for the Huskies. So double penalty here, so they'll be shooting 2. Karin getting ready for these 2 free throws, and she hits that first. Strokes it nice. There it is. Back to a 4-point lead. .62. This just in, 63. 5-point lead, 63-58. Andover. Viney brings it across. Looks inside to Peterson off the glass for 2. That's what you have to do. Either hit her down low, hit her moving. And back to within a 3-point deficit here in Drew Peterson. I just think of Lionel Richie all night long, right? 35 points for her, 9 3-pointers. She's right in her own score page for me here tonight with that performance. The Huskies, though, getting some balanced scoring, especially from the Twin Towers. Inside, you've got Miller. She's got 15. And Evers. That's of the Kinley version. Evers, 6'3", sophomore, and she has 17. The Huskies really trying to find it. Thanks for joining us tonight, trying to find that way. Hey, get back to that line. The Huskies have had some pretty good success overall from the free throw line. I think I see Shaw was 0 for 4 from the free throw line, but other than that, most of the Huskies are shooting at about 80% tonight from that charity stripe. I say that because Andover, a 3-point lead with 1:15 left. I was tempted to think we may even need to guard Drew Peterson while she's sitting on the bench during that timeout. She's launched threes from all over the floor here tonight. Inbounding against some full court pressure. Quickly attacking. Bobby has it. Bobby kicks it down low to Karin. Karin lofts it back. Good play here by the Huskies. More concerned just taking some time off the clock and then looking for the quality shot. Holmberg dribbles up top, being pressured by Viney. Viney so quick. Now a chance. Karin drives to the lane, short. And that shot clock, shot and good. Nope, the shot clock did not go off, just as it hit the rim from the 3-point. Trying to get the ball up court. Lackinen has it. Lackinen gets it now to Peterson. 29 seconds left. Down by 3. Free ball, corner pocket, in and out for Anoka. Good looking shot by Turner, tying up and drawing the foul will be Anoka. Turner had the great look. It was Peterson who's been hot all night. But Turner herself has had an impressive outing with 11 points tonight as well. And she got a good look, open look. Just rimmed it in and out. So now a 3-point lead for the Huskies. Olivia Holmberg to the charity stripe here. She's got 9 on the night. One more would certainly allow the Huskies a little bit more cushion. 19 seconds left on this second free throw attempt. Unable to convert. Good box out. Stopping, getting into it, but hey, a great job on that box out by Turner, trying to keep Evers away from the ball. 18 seconds left. The Tornadoes will inbound. And Anoka is down by 3. Who's trending? Well, of course, it's Drew Peterson. But I'll bet you the Huskies are going to do everything they can to prevent her from getting the ball. She gets spacing, open spots, kicks it away, pass, and they're going to call a timeout for Anoka. Wow, timeout called with 13 seconds left. Peterson had just made a pass that was deflected. But 13 seconds left in this semifinal Section 7 4A battle tonight as the Tornadoes come to town and stir things up against the Huskies. The Huskies 2-0 this season versus Anoka, and as the number 4 seed and 14-12, averaging 68 points a game. The Huskies right now have 63. The winner will advance to take on Forest Lake and Cambridge Isante. The winner of that game going on tonight as well. That'll be on Saturday, I think 3:30 p.m. Top rankings also in this Class 4A. Currently right now, Wayzata number 1, followed by Maple Grove out of Section 5 as the number 2 seed. As you continue to see Minnetonka as the 4 seed, Rochester Mayo 5, Rosemount 6, followed by Eastridge, and then get a look at Monticello moving their way down. Eastview 9 and then Chanhassen 10. Here we go, back on the court. Let's see what the play will be. You got it right. Camera picks up Drew Peterson right at the elbow. All the eyes are on Drew Peterson. 13 seconds, they get it to Peterson. Give and go back. Try to set it up. Anderson has it. Tie up, and the arrow goes to Andover. They knew that they were going to double team, get the double team on Peterson, which Andover did. You see that on replay. And then they collapsed with that bracket defense. She was trying to hit an open teammate. Couldn't catch it clean, and then on the loose ball, the Huskies jump on that possession. Here you get a look. She kicks it back to a teammate, couldn't handle it cleanly that time. Anderson was trying to dribble it and just pouncing on top of it. Karin controls it. Drew the tie up, but the good news for Andover is they have possession here. 8 seconds left in this quarterfinal here on an outstanding Wednesday night lights here from Andover High School. The number 4 seed taking on the number 5 seed Anoka. Hockey-wise also, section finals take place tomorrow. The Andover Husky boys hockey team will take on Centennial for the right to advance to another visit to the state tournament. This year, the Huskies in hockey battling in Section 5A. A clutch overtime win over Maple Grove this past weekend. Also, state wrestling happening. Anoka, an outstanding wrestling team, and of course the Huskies have put together a nice program as well, drawing the foul on Karin. She will head to the line, and she's had ice in her veins tonight when she gets an opportunity
Tornadoes fouls on number 20, Jemiah Viney.
from that charity stripe.
Huskies shooting 2 shots. Number 13, Caitlin Carr.
Karin now puts it up and hits. Shreds the threads on that free throw. That's a big free throw. 4-point lead now for Andover. 7 seconds left. And she hits both. 5-point lead. Defensive specialist Shaw comes in. Evers will head to the bench. 5-point lead. They get it inbounded to Peterson. Peterson just drowned the line. She's going to knock down a 3 or at least try to put one up. Gets it to her teammate Lockinen short. And that is it. An excellent effort by both teams tonight. But the win will go the way of the Andover Huskies, 65-60. They hit some clutch free throws down the end of this game. And they had some good balanced scoring by their twin post players, Logan Miller with 15, and then Evers with 16 on the night. The Huskies advance. They play another day, and they will go on to take on the winner of this, probably more than likely the Forest Lake team taking on Cambridge Isanti. That game, if they get the winner of that, will play Saturday at about 3 p.m. Congratulations, to the Andover Huskies. They advance from the quarterfinals now to the semifinals for the second consecutive season under head coach Aubrey Draves. So thanks everyone for joining us tonight. Thanks for the staff and their great job, and the crew back in the studio, and Tony and crew here as well, as we're walking on sunshine in February, and this game has come to a close in a 65-60 win for the Andover Huskies. Thanks for joining us, and have yourself a major league evening at a minor league price.